Today we're going to be talking about Magic the Gathering deck. Probably one of my favorites. It is several years old. It hasn't been updated in a while. I don't tend to update decks once they're built. There are exceptions. But yeah, this is, well, you probably have some guesses by the title. This is my Necrotic Ooze deck. He is the big star of the deck. He is the main man. Yeah. So, of course, if he's the main man, it's going to be 4, right? It only makes sense to have 4 of the main man in your deck. And I think there are 2 Quicksliver Gargantuans in the deck. Yep. And 1 Elemental, because that way you can get activate abilities of stuff on board, not just in the yard. That's how you get stuff on board and not just in the yard. And Kenrith, because, well, he has a bunch of different abilities on him. I don't have any way to make those abilities quicker, but that's a bunch of options Kenrith gives you. That's why he's in there. And then I have some ways to get stuff into my yard, such as a Cephalid Broker. I guess that would be an Octopus Broker now with the thing, but yeah. This is just targeted, it would be me most likely. But I guess I could mill my opponent with the Broker and Looter, but hey. Regenerate's good. 4 damage, short play is also good. Those are good abilities. Good ability. If he's in the yard, I can pay 0 and give my 4/3 flying. Thank you. Take 4. I can tap it to draw 3 cards if that's in the yard. Geth could steal stuff. I really like the flooding the board with oozes. I really like flooding the board with oozes, and him being in the graveyard is a great way to do that. Another regenerator. Ooh, it can get bigger every time it regenerates. This guy just gets bigger. Shroud. It's hard to kill it. And if I'm playing this deck, I'm going to ask my opponent not to rearrange the graveyard, because this deck actually cares about my opponent's graveyard order. With this guy, there's not many cards in Magic that care about graveyard order, but this guy does. As long as there's 2 creatures on board, I can make my Ooze huge. It's not about their ability, it's about what they do to Ooze. And if Ooze ever gets to my graveyard, intentionally or not, I need a way to get him out. Necromancy is the first way to do that. Dark Ritual is a great card. Mana Excel's always good. That's why there's a playset of them. I think these next 2 are the same picture. Yeah. Reanimate is one of the things that make this deck so expensive. But it's such a good card for this deck, especially with another card in here. But yeah, reanimating the Ooze is such a good strategy. Kitchen table magic's what I love and play. Boom. If I'm gonna Exume, it's gonna be one of my big creatures, probably the 7/7 or Drana or something. Demon. Probably not an Ooze, but still a good card. First turn, Dark Ritual, Buried Alive. Second turn, Exume, you're winning. Typically, I don't know what yet. I doubt I'm ever playing at a quick cost. I'm probably just going to be using it when it comes to the player part of it, but hey, it's always good to have. Boost up your things. And then I have 4 Terramorphic Expanses because the mana base is quite interesting in this deck. So first you have 4 Terramorphic Expanses. I have Schoo at Water's Edge in the deck, so therefore I have 1 less island than I do swamps, because this produces blue. And I think the main reason this is in here is if Arcanis the Omnipotent gets into play, you could pay blue and you could basically draw 6 cards in a field. So Collecting Pool is a good card to have because you only have 1 of each. No, you only have 1 of each. Plains, Forest, and Mountain. And then you have 6 islands because of the Schoo at Water's Edge and 7 swamps to round out the deck. You're making too much noise. That was my Necrotic Ooze deck. I think you're making too much noise.